The galaxy had rules, laws etched in starlight and reinforced by the Galactic Council, the supreme authority of hundreds of worlds. Humanity had followed them all. Also, they thought. For decades, humans had served the Council loyally. They fought in wars that weren't theirs, mined resources on desolate moons, and mediated conflicts among species that would never have treated each other with mercy. They were patient, respectful, reliable, until the Council betrayed them. The betrayal wasn't subtle. It was broadcast across every human colony. Due to your species' volatility and excessive aggression, the Council hereby revokes your rights to interstellar defense and trade. Outposts were cut off. Fleet commands were ignored. Human colonies were left vulnerable to raiders, pirates, and worse, the Jarrex marauders, a species of genetically engineered predators that delighted in tearing civilizations apart. Human governors, admirals, and civilians watched as the worlds they protected fell one by one. The Council justified it as a necessary measure to prevent galactic instability. The humans called it what it was, a calculated, cold-blooded betrayal. The silence before the storm. For months, the galaxy heard nothing. Humans withdrew. Their fleets fell silent in deep space. Their ships disappeared from communication grids. Colonies went dark. The Council assumed the humans were broken, demoralized, or reduced to primitive scavengers on their homeworld. But in secret, humans were doing something far more dangerous. They were preparing. They rebuilt their fleets in hidden star systems, integrating technology scavenged from every battle they had ever fought. They honed weapons capable of piercing shields that had been considered impenetrable. And they trained each human soldier, scientist, and engineer learning that patience was not weakness, but a strategy in itself. The return. No one knew where they came from. No one saw the first wave until it was too late. The human fleet emerged from a sector previously mapped as dead space, appearing like shadows rising from a void. Hundreds of starships, sleek in black, carrying advanced armaments that the Council had never imagined. Every ship bore the insignia of a human clan, each one named after the colonies that had fallen, the lives that had been lost, the betrayals that had been suffered. The message they broadcast to the Council was short. We return. Pray we do not decide to forgive. The battle begins. The Council's fleet scrambled to respond, but the humans had anticipated every move. Their ships moved with precision that was almost telepathic in nature. Draconian cruisers that had dominated the Outer Rim were shredded in seconds. Marauder raiders, who had mocked human combat before, found themselves trapped in orbital grids and annihilated by weapons that distorted physics itself. On the ground, liberated colonies rose against their oppressors. Humans who had once been powerless became insurgents of terrifying skill. They reclaimed planets in days that the Council had predicted would take years. No mercy was given to those who had betrayed them. The Council realizes the error. The Council convened in panic. Entire systems that had been under human stewardship were now fortified by humans who had been preparing in secret for years. They were forced to admit a terrifying truth. The humans they had dismissed as predictable and obedient were now unstoppable. Counselors whispered in fear. They survived everything we threw at them, and they grew stronger while we slept. Human Admiral K.O. Vance addressed the Council directly via hologram. Your rules do not apply to us anymore. Your betrayal has rewritten our laws, and your hesitation will be your undoing. The Council had no words. Humans reshaped the galaxy. Over the following weeks, humans took control of trade routes, star systems, and strategic outposts that had once been under Council control. They did not seek conquest. For now, they demanded respect, compensation, and an acknowledgement of the betrayal. The Council scrambled to negotiate. They offered peace treaties, trade concessions, and diplomatic recognition. But humans made it clear. Peace is optional. Obedience is optional. Mercy is not guaranteed. Across the galaxy, other species observed quietly, realizing a new paradigm had emerged. Humans were no longer compliant participants. They were the ultimate variable, unpredictable and decisive, capable of rewriting the rules of interstellar politics. The message that echoed across the stars. Before withdrawing their forces to fortify strategic positions, the humans left one final message for the Council, broadcast to every corner of galactic space. Remember this. Betray a human once, and we may forgive. Betray us twice, pray we don't return. The message spread fear as fast as it spread admiration. Scientists, diplomats, and soldiers alike debated its implications. The Council, humbled and terrified, realized that humans had evolved not through diplomacy or strength, but through survival, betrayal, and relentless preparation. Why humans feared nothing. Humans had learned a lesson. Vulnerability leads to betrayal. Every defeat had been catalogued. Every loss had been remembered. Every betrayal had been converted into strategy, weaponry, and resolve. The galaxy had treated them as minor players, expendable pawns in political chess games. But humans had survived and adapted, and now the galaxy knew. The species it underestimated most was the one that could never be underestimated again.